Hey everybody, we're back. This is John Hope Bryant, the guy who never gives up. I'm John Hope Bryant, an entrepreneur, the founder of Operation Hope, the largest financial inclusion nonprofit in the country. 102 of these Hope Inside locations. This one on a busy street here in Baltimore County. But we're live and we're back because we never give up on you. And we have a great success story here, which you're going to hear in a minute. Cody. We were inside and we were having some internet connections, but you see we're back and it's a little cold out here, but we are warmed up by the story, the inspiring story of Sean and Cody. So real quickly, Cody, Sean, first of all, our Hope Financial coach here, one of several offices we have in Baltimore. This is in Baltimore County with SunTrust Bank. Real quickly, how'd you get here and why is this important to you?
I got here after 30 years of banking. Wanted the opportunity to work with individuals who in banking I wasn't able to work with. Operation Hope gave me a chance to work with individuals like Cody who had a dream but needed to know how to get that first step into the banking world, how to get funded. And so I had the opportunity and was referred to Cody by a friend of mine in the government. She said, I have a great young man for you to meet. I think you can be a great help to him to get his business going to the next level.
So, then you met this guy named Cody, and how that happened?
Basically, she called me right from the event, and she said, talk to Cody. You guys set up an appointment to meet. I think you can be a great help to him. So we set an appointment up. We met, we sat down, he told me about his business, told me about the fact he had started it about 4 months before, and he was looking for more financing to bring on more clients. He had the contracts, but he couldn't expand because he didn't have the money to bring on more clients.
Now, before you guys start running your mouth about how Cody looks like he's highly educated and got a trust fund and comes from a wealthy family, he can't help it if he's handsome. He can't help it if he looks dignified. Cody won't say it, but Cody's had a really interesting and challenged background. His mom and dad loved him, but there was some talent, some skills they just could not give him. It's what they didn't know that they didn't know as it relates to business. And so becoming an entrepreneur, he said you won an award when you were fourth grade?
Oh, a Junior Achievement Award in fourth grade. A Junior Achievement Award.
I am somebody. Speak up, Cody.
Yeah, so in fourth grade, I won a Junior Achievement Award for future entrepreneurship. So it's been in my blood since a youngin' to be a business owner.
So he remembers when he was in the People Giving Some Love. He remembers when he was in the fourth grade and won an award to become an entrepreneur. So you never know how you're influencing a child and how they can be and what they can do when you're telling them either you can do something or you're telling them they can't. So when you get frustrated with your child, you say, you frustrate me, you upset me, you will never do this, you will never embarrass me again. I'm gonna punish you, you future entrepreneur, you future lawyer, you future businessman. I've got Janae Roscoe as my cameraman today. She's better as a government relationship. Just stay still, Janae. Just stay still.
No,
use both hands. Do something.
I was trying to be helpful.
So Cody has this background that everybody should relate to. Where it bounced around in the community, no great role models. In fact, in this neighborhood, they tell you if you're wearing a suit, you're going where?
You were going to court or to a funeral.
You got to speak up, Cody. I can't hear you.
Going to a court or to a funeral.
Going to court or going to a funeral. In my neighborhood growing up, they said you were a detective. If you're wearing a suit, you're a detective. And it was a bad suit. I don't mean bad as in good. I mean bad as in not good. Horrible. Embarrassing. So, Janae, if you don't keep this camera up, you're not going to have a problem. Roscoe, she's good at many things. Camera woman is not one of them. Okay, so you decided to affect this dream. What happened? Tell me your story. Step up.
So basically, I went through the experiences of living here in Baltimore, the ups and downs of trying to get a job here, a job there, but always knowing that I needed to go out and make my own track month of November. So things looking good right now.
We're going to have to repeat this. He started a business, couldn't get a loan from a traditional bank, wasn't bankable yet.
Right.
So what did you do?
I basically took him to one of my nonprofit lenders, CDFIs. I said, this is the situation.
Took him to a CDFI, Certified Development Lending Institution, right?
Only financial institution.
And I talked with them about the opportunity. They liked the fact that he had been the employee of the franchisee of the month. They liked the fact it was with a franchise and that he did have collateral. So those were the keys.
The collateral was his car, right?
They paid off his car to take it as collateral.
This is Homeboy Shopping Network financing structure, okay?
And so because they did that, they also liked the fact that they knew I would work with him. They said, "Are you going to be his coach through this whole process?"
So to be clear, the money did not come from SunTrust Banks, even though. But SunTrust Banks in this case made it possible because our Hope Inside location, one of 200 we have under contract with them, is located in this particular case at SunTrust in Baltimore County. So they allow us to innovate and be a financial concierge in their lobby, even though the money at this stage can't come from them, as Sean tries to get Cody prepared to be bank ready. So then Cody in this example, Sean in this example, went to an alternative lender, not a Homeboy Shopping Network lender, a certified lender. I'm not talking about Luigi and Boo Boo and Sean's Pawn Shop, none of that. Went to a certified lender, actually for an Ethiopian.
Well, this was LEDC in this case, so
Latino. The Latino Lending Association. I love my Latino brothers and sisters. And got him a loan for how much?
It was $3,800, $800 to pay off the car, and $3,000 of working capital.
$3,800. So again, not $39,000, not $350,000, $3,800. $800 of which was to pay off the car. So he had a piece of collateral. So they got very creative here, right?
Very.
But before that, you started your franchise.
Yes. So.
And you paid for a franchise fee of what?
$2,500, and I used my loan from my 401k from a previous job I was working.
Did you hear that? He went to his 401k from a previous job, got a loan against his 401k to pay a $2,500 franchise fee, thinking, and went out on risk because you didn't have the loan before you did that, right?
No, sir.
Okay, then you went and you paid the fee, you got the business, then you went and got a contract, right?
Yep. I started off with a contract, and then in
how
2
much?
weeks, the first contract was just for $300, and then
first contract $300. Didn't get distracted, didn't get frustrated. Okay.
And in 3 weeks, I was up to $1,200. So
$1,200 contract. Then you got a $20,000 contract.
So that's the growth. So within 3 weeks, I was able to make it up to a gross of 20 grand, which was $500 a month. And then since then, we've increased to 40 grand. So
40,000 U.S. dollars, U.S. currency, from a modest investment. He has made this. Now I can give you a fish. I can give you a fish, but it's much better if I teach you how to fish, so you can learn to own the lake. By giving him $2,000, he'd be broke again. But he took that $2,000, invested in himself, a little education from Sean, coaching from Sean, and now he's made $40,000 in revenue. And now you got you've been awarded. Now you're saying he's been given an award twice?
Twice in less than a year.
As
franchisee of the month.
Boom! Drop the mic. Franchisee of the month twice in a year's time. And it's a janitorial. What kind of franchise is it?
Yep. Commercial cleaning through janitorial, through JanPro International. So franchisee owner.
So you got the memo.
I got the memo.
All right, so tell us this quick story about how you got through these books you were reading to this book and to me.
So I'm an avid book reader, and I was reading books, and I met Sean, and Sean gave me your book, and I plowed through it just like every other book, but this one was resonating with me because it was able to tie together these home experiences that I've had from the beginning and show me how I could reach a higher level if I continue to drive forward and keep hope. So once I read that book, I reached out on Facebook, and Mr. Accessible here liked the comment, and you know, it just made the world as much smaller for me, and you know, it's just giving me a lot more hope and motivation.
You told your friend one day you're going to meet me, right?
Right, and that was probably about 2.5 weeks ago.
Your friend said, nah, that's never going to happen. You just dreaming.
If you see me on Facebook, hey, motivation and work, faith with the works.
So he said, look, we're all 2-3 degrees of separation. I will. And he got a call, this morning?
Yes.
What was the call?
The call was, are you available for this afternoon? And, you know, as an entrepreneur, that's what we do. We make ourselves available because we're trying to serve a number of people. The more you serve, the better your outcome will be.
An entrepreneur works 18 hours a day, keep him getting a job. He said, what time? I'll be there. He's got the right attitude, doesn't he, Sean?
Absolutely, and that's what I noticed right off the bat, and I knew we could be successful. I told him, look, it may take a couple tries. It didn't, But I said, I'm going to work with you until we get it done. And our first try, we were able to get him funded.
And even though his credit score was below 600, and he's committed to raising it, you still got him capital.
Absolutely, because he had the other things that they wanted, which was he had a business plan, he had the collateral, and he had someone that was willing to give him the structure, and he was willing to accept the fact, because we really wanted more. I told him they may not give you more initially, more will come, and they've already committed to him. In 6 months, if they see the credit score up, they'll increase the loan amount. You can come back and get a larger amount.
Although you should try not to get a loan if you can. I survived on hustle, not loans going up. So you got to pay all that stuff back. But the thing this guy's got more than anything else, he's got collateral here. He's got a good spirit. He's a good brother. He's a good heart. So he's got a daughter. He's got a 16-year-old daughter who hopefully watches this broadcast. I'm going to tell you what, you got a very cool dad. And he's got good heart, he's got good spirit. You've seen his brother now with a suit on, got some smooth shoes. Brother is making smart sexy again. And now he is, you can say about your father, he's a businessman. He's a business owner. He's an entrepreneur in the making. He's a dignified black man with a plan. He's not black for a living. He's a great man who happens to be black. And he makes me proud. And this is a true civil rights soldier. And this is a civil rights facilitator. And this is not a civil rights camera person behind the camera. I guarantee you that. But we love her anyway.
She won't quit her day job.
She won't quit her. Absolutely not.
We love you though.
We love you though. Okay. As a closing thought, any thoughts you want people to know, and then Sean will end up with you.
I would say don't ever lose hope. Believe that you can achieve it. That's the first step. Before you get anything physically, you need to have it mentally. You think about it before you actually have it. So just keep focused and you can achieve it.
Suited, booted, and ready to do it. All right, Sean, talk to me.
Last thing in closing, as Chairman Bryant says, if you hang around with 9 broke people,
you'll be the 10th.
So change who you associate with, and you'll see your fortunes in your life change.
No more broke people. Okay, you want to hang around broke people? Do it on a Saturday night. Don't do it every day of the week. Hang around somebody you can learn from, grow from. You can love them, just don't let them be your role model for your success. Look, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. We've been doing so much with so little for so long, we can almost do anything with nothing. What would happen if you aimed high and made no excuses for it? None. None. What did Benjamin May say, the role model to Martin Luther King Jr.? He said the greatest sin is not failure, it's low aim. Aim high. Just like this man right here, like both of them. Strong black men deciding to be the change they want to see in the world. Boom, we're out. Unbought, unbossed, unbiased, coming you straight, no chaser from Baltimore. This is John Hope Bryant and the Civil Rights Movement and Janae Roscoe, the crappy but loving and amazing camera woman.
Thank you for the pop-up visit.